All right, welcome once again to this lesson, and I want to say congratulations for being able to keep your enthusiasm to this level. In the previous lesson, we were able to install our website, and we were able to learn how to access our WordPress dashboard where we control our website. So in this video, we are going to be learning how to do basic settings on our website before we start changing content. Okay, so I'm going to log into my dashboard, and if you have forgotten how to log into your dashboard, just type your domain name and type /wp hyphen, that is dash admin. So when you press enter on your keyboard, it will take you to this page where you need to enter either your username or your email and your password. So right here, I'm going to use my email and put my password. Okay, then I click on login. Okay, so on this dashboard, if you look to the left hand side here, you will see home, updates, posts, media, pages, comments, and so on. So all these are going to be taken care of in the subsequent lessons, but for now, let us take care of these settings before we continue with our development. All right, so I'm going to click on settings. So on clicking on settings, it will activate the general settings. Okay, so you can see general settings. Now, under the general settings, you have basic information of your website. Please pay attention to this. When we were installing this blog, I titled it to be Ola Phillips blog. If you can still remember, then the tagline, I wrote learning website development. So during the time you were writing, if you had made any error, you can come here and change it. So I can, okay, let me go to the front end. So on the front end, you can see Ola Phillips blog, okay, but the tagline is not showing. But if I change this thing, the tagline may likely be showing. It depends on okay, you can see in the footer now, you can see Ola Phillips blog learning website development. So the tagline is showing in the footer part. Okay, now I can change it here and say learning website development for fun. Okay, all right, so I can change it. Whatever I do here is going to reflect here when I save. Okay, now pay attention to these two URL. The URL is your domain name. These two URLs you are seeing here, they are your domain name. You can see olaphillips.com.ng and olaphillips.com.ng. Don't forget, it is the address to your website. Anything that makes you to change a letter here, your website is gone. It is just like you have a house, but you don't know the address to the house. You should picture it like that. When you are thinking of domain name, it is the address to your website. So the address I bought is olaphillips.com.ng. So if I change it here, it is going to affect my website. I will not be able to access my website again. So the administration email address, this was the email I used during installation. So from here, you can change it. When you change it, they will send confirmation email to your new email that you are going to put, and you need to confirm it. Now, if you are running a membership website, then you can click on anyone can register, else leave it on check for a blog. Okay, new user default role. Now, if anyone is registering on your website, being it a membership website, what role should be given to the person? Of course, it should be given the list role, which is the subscriber role. Don't by mistake change it to administrator. If anybody is registering on your website and the person is given an administrator role, that person will take charge of your website and can even log you out of the website. Okay, so it's subscriber, but for now, leave this on check. Now, later in this training, I'll be talking on this subscriber, contributor, author, editor, administrator, the 5 user roles. I'll be talking on them later. Okay, what they can do, the privilege they have on your website. For instance, you create your blog and you are too busy to manage the blog. What user role should you create for somebody that wants to help you to manage your blog? You are not supposed to release your administrator password. Okay, so you should create an account for the person and give him a role. So later I'm going to discuss much on that. Site language is English. You can change it if you want, but I'm still working on English. The time zone is a time zone should be +1, UTC +1. The time zone in Nigeria here. Then the date format, you can choose any format you like. You can see January 21, 20, 24, 24, 01, 21. It depends on you. Then the time format you can choose. Then week starts in Nigeria. Our week starts on Sunday, not on Monday. So I'm changing it to Sunday. Then I'm clicking on Save Changes. So you can see settings saved. Okay, so let's move under these settings. We are done with general. Let's go to writing. Okay, so when I click on writing, you can see the first thing here is default post category. Let's leave this for now. It's in another video. I'm going to talk more on category and tags. We are going to leave this one for now because we have only one category. So in subsequent video, you will be learning how to create category and tags for your post so that you can categorize your post. Okay, but we have only just one category for now, so let's leave it. Then we have default post format, leave it as standard. Okay, then for this aspect, when WordPress wants to send you email, it will go, but it may be showing WordPress. So if you want to change your server, you can change it here. Your mail server, maybe it is gmail.com, the port, the login name, that is the login credentials for your email. If you put it here, then the email will take the configuration of the server. Then default mail category uncategorized because we are having no category yet. Okay, so basically you don't have much to do here except you want to change your email configuration, but if you are not changing it, it is okay. Okay, so we can click on save changes if you are changing anything, but for now we did not change anything here. So let's go to reading. Okay, so pay attention here very well because this is very useful for blogging. Now we have not created any page actually, but for now you can see your home page displays your latest post or a static page. Now, do you want your website to display your latest post or you want it to display a static page? So if you want it to display your latest post, you choose, and if you want it to display a static page, then you are going to choose your static page here. So if I click on sample page and click on save changes, then go to my front end and refresh, you can see that my front page has been changed to sample page that I chose here. But for blog, your post should be in your home page. Okay, if you are running a blog, let your post be on your home page. So we are going to choose your latest post. Okay, then blog pages show at most. Now, since your posts are going to be on your front page, how many posts do you want to be on the page per time? Because you can navigate to move further, but when your visitor is viewing your website, how many posts should be on the page? Just like this. Okay, this is one of the websites that I manage. Okay, you can see my picture here, so I manage this website. Now you can see I don't even know how many posts I chose to appear here, but you can see the post here and you can see the response, but I think I chose 20 to appear. So if it is more than 20, you can see I can click on previous to see the previous there, or I can click on 1 2 3 to move to the next set of posts. So if I click on 1 now, it will display another set of 20 posts. Okay, in another case you may be seeing previous or next. Okay, so this is controlled from your dashboard. If you want only 10 posts to show per page, then you can click next to view the next 10 posts. Okay, but I think 10 is okay. Then for each post in a feed, include full text. For each post, I will love to include excerpts. What this means is that when you post, should it display the full text? Let me go to the home page of this website. Okay, now these updates and events, they are posts. I created them with posts. Now this is what we call okay, I did not even use excerpt here. Okay, so what we mean by excerpt, I only used title here. So what I mean by excerpt is that excerpt will only show a little part of the content, then you can click to read more. It will not show the full article. It will only show maybe 2 or 3 or 4 lines of the article. That is an excerpt. Then you can click to continue. Okay, so now in the settings, we don't want it to show the full text. We want it to show the excerpt. Then when the user clicks, it can now show the full text. Now the last thing here is discourage search engine from indexing this site. On no occasion should you check this. Don't check it, leave it unchecked, because when you check it, Google will not be able to access your website. So when people are searching online, they will not be able to see your website. When you post, Google will not recommend your post to people. Okay, so leave this unchecked and click on save changes. Good. The settings has been saved. Then let's move to the next item, discussion. Okay, this discussion has to do with your post and how people interact with your post when you are posting on your blog. When you are sending content on your blog, it has to do with how people react to your content. Now you can see default post settings. Attempt to notify any blog linked to from the post. If on your post you have a link that is going to another person's blog, then the person will be notified in his own blog that you are linking to his post. If you don't want the person to get notification, then you can uncheck it. Now you can check this one also, allow link notification from other blogs. So now if you have a content on your blog that is useful for the public and somebody from another blog is picking that content and citing you as a reference that content originally belongs to you, then it will be putting the link to your own article on his own blog. Okay, so then when the person puts a link on his own blog that is connected to your own website, you will also get notification that somebody is using your content on his blog, okay, and is referencing your own blog. Then allow people to submit comments on new posts. Okay, so let me go back to this website to explain that. So under student interaction, okay, so I'm using this website as a case study because for now we don't have post on our blog. Okay, so there's no way I will be able to explain that better without a post. So now we have posts here. When we come here, you can see allow people to submit comment on a new post. So when I post, you can see somebody is asking a question here, then I reply the person here. So each post can attract comments. Okay, so now if I want to comment on this post, now I will click on reply. If I click on reply, you can see I can type and reply this person. So if you uncheck this one, allow people to submit comments on new posts, if you don't check it, then people will not be able to comment on your new post. Now, it is important that you check it and allow people to comment, because it is one of the things Google checks to recommend your content to people that want to view it. Okay, then comment author must fill out name and email. So sometimes you can see name, email. So when comment author want to submit comment, they should fill their name and their email. But if you don't want them to fill their name and their email, you can uncheck it. Then only this box will be available for them to just send their comment. Okay, user must be registered and logged in to comment. So if you check it, that means a guest user cannot comment on your post. The person will need to register on your website and log in before he can comment. But for a blog, it is not good because it is not a membership website. So leave this unchecked. Now, automatically close comment on posts older than 14 days. Okay, maybe you create a post on your blog today. In the next 14 days, if you don't want people to comment on it again, then you will check this one. You can change this to any day of your choice. Maybe after 1 year you don't want people to comment on it again, then you have to write 365 days here. But when it is a post, it can be useful anytime. Anybody can see it anytime, even after 10 years they may want to comment. So leave this unchecked. Okay, then enable threaded nested comment. Nested means, okay, let me show it here. As you can see here, this is the original post, then this is a comment. The comment goes inside a bit more than the original post. So let me look for something here. Okay, as you can see right now, you can see this is up to 4 levels. This is the original post. This is first comment. Then this person is replying to this comment. So because this person is replying to this comment and not to the post, because this Sonia is replying to webmaster, not to the post. So this Sonia will go inward a bit under the comment is replying to. Then webmaster now is replying Sonia. Then webmaster comment is going to go inward a bit. So we have first comment, the second comment inward, the third comment inward also. That is what we call nested comment. So we have 1, 2, and 3 levels. Now, so what this is talking about is that, do you want it to be 5 levels deep, 10 levels deep, however you want it? But as for me, 5 levels deep is okay, because if you increase it to be up to 10, it will continue to shift inward till it touches the wall of your user screen. So if this is shifting now, it will get to a level that it will touch this wall and it will disrupt the design of your website. So you leave it at 5, it is okay. Now, break comment into pages with 50. I will not allow this, but if you need it, you can check it, but leave it unchecked. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Email me whenever anyone posts a comment. A comment is held for moderation. Okay, so if you need to be notified through your email when somebody posts a comment on your blog, then you can check it. When a comment is also held for moderation, you can also check this one. Okay, if you uncheck both of them, when somebody posts a comment on your blog, you will not receive any notification in your mail. But when you check it, anyone posts a comment or a comment is held for moderation, then you will get notification. Now, the next one is before a comment appears, comment must be manually approved. So you can check it, because some people will come to your blog and be sending spam. They will be sending unwanted messages, they can even come to your blog and come and be advertising through their comment. Okay, so you may need to check this one, that all comments must be approved by you, the admin, before they appear. Then I use the same thing here. You can see here, all messages sent to this page are subject to the approval of Edupoly before they appear on this page. Thanks. So if anybody is posting anything here, either a student or a prospective student, I will need to approve it or reply the person before it appears on this page, just to control the sanity of this page. All right. After doing that, under the avatar section, you can determine to show your avatar. Avatar is this. Okay, you can see this person does not have an image, but I have image as a webmaster. So you can see my picture is showing here. So this is called avatar. Then, of course, maximum rating. It should be suitable for all audience if you are creating a blog. But if you know that your content are adult content, you should put it on parental guidance. Okay, you know that children cannot view what you are posting on your blog. Then for users without a custom avatar of their own, so for users that don't have avatar like this one, okay, you can choose avatar for them. You can make it blank if you want, but you can check this one. You can see this is the one I'm using here. Okay, so if you don't have picture, you don't have avatar, then it will take that one. Okay, so I can click on save changes now. Okay, so the settings has been saved. Now let's go to media. Okay, so from the media, we don't need to touch anything here actually, because the size of the thumbnail is okay, so you don't need to touch anything here. But this is what is thumbnail. It is the image that is attached to your post. Okay, so you can see this is a post and this is the image that is attached to the post. So most of the time it is always okay when you leave it the default setting. Okay, but if you think that your thumbnail is too big or too small, you can control it here. But most of the time it is okay to leave it and not touch anything here. Then let's go to the permalink. Okay, so the permalink, the only thing you need to do here is to choose post name as your permalink. So now if you have plain, day and name. Okay, so if you see all of them, they are attached to your domain name. So you have your domain name /2024/01/21 sample post. Okay, that is not good for search engine optimization. Okay, it is not good for Google crawler. Okay, so Google recommends your content mostly because people search for content, not date. They search for title of content. So when you are choosing post name, you can see after your domain name, they now put /sample post. Okay, meaning after your domain name, it is your post that is next. Okay, so when people are searching for your post, for instance, you post the next generation of computer and somebody comes online to search for the next generation of computer, it will be easy for Google to recommend your post. So always choose post name as your permalink. Okay, then I'll click on save changes. All right, so the setting is saved successfully. Now before I leave this permalink, let me quickly show you what I'm actually talking about here. So you can see we have the domain name and the post name, which is sample post here. Now let me show it to you here. So if I come on this website right here, I told you that this is a post. Okay, so there's a post here, year 2023-2024 academic session admission. So I'm clicking on it right now. All right, so when I clicked on it, if you look at this address, this URL bar, you will see that it is the domain name slash the title of the post. But if you are choosing numeric, month and name or something like that, if you choose month and name, for instance, it will show the date that you posted it before showing the post. Okay, so it is not going to show the title of the post directly like this, and that is not good for search engine optimization. All right, so the next one here is privacy. So I click on privacy. So this is useful if you have privacy policy on your website, so you can create a page and put your privacy policy there, or you can also use this private policy page and click on use this page. But if you don't want to use default private policy, then you can create another page and choose it here and say use this page. Okay, as this training is going on, we are going to be learning how to create pages, how to create posts. All right, but for the next lesson, we are going to be learning about themes. So we are going to change look of our website. Okay, so let me just visit our website right here. So this design that you are seeing right here, we are going to change this design entirely. Then after changing the design, we can now do other things like post and page. Okay, so stay tuned, stay motivated, and don't forget that you are making progress, and don't give up. Thank you for watching this lesson.